In this video, I'm going to talk about some monetization options. These tips are from a tutorial that I created called How to Create a Webcomic Website. So if I'm referencing anything you don't understand, just ignore it. It's actually from that class. But everything else is relevant. So here we go. If you've ever been on a comic site like Webtoons or Tapas, you might notice that they also display ads, and that's one of the ways that creators earn revenue on Webtoons when they're not featured. And also, that's one of the ways they can earn revenue on a site like Tapas. If you'd like a similar setup for your website, I highly recommend creating a blog. So what I did is I set up a little blog area just for you guys. And in that blog area, you can create blog posts that are helpful and nice for your readers. One of the best ways for your comic site to get approved by Google AdSense or mostly any ad site is to create a little blog section with helpful posts, about 10 posts or so. I think that my website got approved at around 7 posts, but 10 posts is more ideal. Just make sure that your blog posts aren't spammy and are at least 1,000 words each. They can be shorter, but do note if you create short posts, you're going to have to create a lot more posts in order for your website to get approved. I personally have done this myself and it works immensely. It's hard to get your site approved for ads and monetized if images is all Google gets. They need a little bit of text to show the right ads on your website, so make it a little bit easier by adding a blog section to your comic site. Another plus for having a blog on your comic site is that you get to share your thoughts and random ideas with your readers, and this can help you connect with them on a deeper level than just tweeting on social media. But of course, if you don't want the blog, you don't need it, you can feel free to delete it. And another benefit to hosting your own comics instead of relying on a third-party platform is that you have full monetization control, so you don't have to do ads. Instead, you can actually promote your own products. Like for example, I used to promote my Photoshop brushes on my website. So if I created any specialized brushes that I use in my comics, my readers who also happen to draw can also purchase the brushes that I used. Another option is using an affiliate marketing service, and there are many of them available. One that I highly recommend is Creative Market. Since I myself frequently buy from the artists that promote their products there, so at the end of each comic post, you can place a little image or a GIF, which is a whole lot more eye-catching, and link back to the product that you're promoting. There's also different artistic affiliate websites that you can join. There's the Hungry JPEG, there's Envato marketplaces. There's actually a whole bunch. So of course, link back to whichever affiliate program that you're using if you think that it's helpful to your subscribers or readers. So yes, definitely use affiliate marketing as an option if you would rather do that than create your own products. But creating and promoting your own products like brushes and whatnot will 100% result in higher revenue, because with affiliate marketing, you're only getting a percentage or a cut, like sometimes 10 to 20%. Whereas if you're promoting your own products through a platform like Gumroad and you embed it in your site, you'll get 80 to 90% of your revenue rather than getting 10 to 20%. Another monetization option for your website is again ad space, but this time you would be selling ad space. So let's say you set up your site and you have a strong following. You could sell ad space to other comic artists who are trying to promote their comics. But this method usually only works if you have a big following and a lot of traffic. On the other hand, using this method, you'll make a whole lot more than using a third-party platform like Google AdSense. And that's because you get to negotiate your own prices between you and the other comic creator. So it's kind of like paying for an Instagram shout-out, except the comic artist is paying you for a comic shout-out. So if you have a bigger following with loyal readers that bring you lots of traffic, then of course you can use this method. Another monetization option for your blog are donation support buttons, but those are already set up for you and they're already set up on your comic pages or posts, so you don't really need them on your blog. Or rather, you don't need a blog for your donation buttons since they're already on your comic posts. such as the Patreon or Ko-fi button, and feel free to replace those two images with any other links that you want, like PayPal, donation buttons, or anything else. Like, I think another site is Buy Me Ko-fi or Buy Me Coffee, so you can replace it with whatever you want. Or even campaigns like Kickstarter campaigns or Indiegogo campaigns, if you have those. A blog isn't required for that one, but you do have the option to add it to your blog if you are planning to use it. Another way to monetize your comic website is to create a little store, a little merch store behind it. So when you get to a point where you build enough of an audience, you can actually take your characters and put them in merch and sell them to your audience. This can be physical or digital, from art prints and t-shirts to digital downloads like 4K wallpaper. If you're a digital artist who knows how to create wallpaper or animations with your art, you can transform your comic art into 4K wallpaper. I've seen a few artists do this and actually sell them from their Patreon and Gumroad. They would usually take a popular character from their comics and put them in a really beautiful scenery or background. One example that I'd like to give you guys is an artist by the name of WLOP, who also does something similar to this. Of course, the prices you set is all up to you. And having a blog comes in handy for this because you could link or promote your products from your blog instead of annoying your readers by uploading them or like mentioning them each and every single time inside your comic posts. Have you ever waited for a brand new episode of a comic to be uploaded and only to be notified of something that is completely unrelated to that? So keep your keep your product promotions separate from your comic posts. And that's why the blog comes in handy, especially for search engines as well. Who knows, someone might type something or be looking for a product online on Bing or Google, and boom, your blog post shows up, the one that you posted promoting your product, and you get a sale from that. So having a blog where you could promote your products and whatnot to your audience and also to search engines can help a lot in monetizing your website. So there you have it, all the different ways that you can pretty much use to monetize your website, or at least all the different ways that I've used. I hope you guys found this helpful and that you've got a little bit of an idea of what you want to do if you'd like to monetize your comic website. And again, using the pre-made blog that comes with your comic site is 100% completely optional. And if you do not want to monetize your website, you do not have to. Alright, have fun creating and customizing your comic site.